You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Charlo, you want to start it off?
No. Drew can start.
What is this
Yeah,
called?
this
We never
is.
even
Yeah, what
decided.
is this?
I don't know. I haven't even decided on the name, to be honest with
I
you.
feel like that's how we should
This
start
is-
off. though,
But this
kind
is
of.
just episode 1 of first episode of the new podcast. To be named soon, I suppose.
Yeah, to be named soon. Probably the Wednesday show for now, I guess. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just call it the Wednesday show for now. That sounds good with me.
You guys fine with that drop date?
Yeah, no, Wednesday show. I'm cool with that.
Hump day, as they
The hump
say.
show. No, let's not call it that.
Alright,
The
so-
hump show. Anyways, welcome to the show. I'm gone with Gonzo.
Drew?
And your boy Grym, what up?
And today we decided that we were going to get the ball rolling on a new podcast. So let's get to it.
Yeah, I kind of just wanted to do it with you guys just because you guys are good company. You are some, mofos that I've known for a good while, so that's kind of why I wanted to do it with you guys.
Speaking of, I think maybe a good intro would be introducing of how we all kind of got to know each other, maybe.
Like how we met, is I guess essentially, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple with me and Chalo. I mean, I was just hanging out with my group of friends, and Chalo used to be a good part of my brother's group of friends, and I just kind of joined that group. And then me and Reese actually started meeting at the gas station. We worked at the gas station together. That shit was crazy, man.
So wait, you guys knew each other in high school, right? But you guys didn't like associate yourselves with each other? Is that what?
So here's the funny thing: me and Drew actually went to like elementary together for a little bit there in Sombrio, but I didn't talk to him. He didn't talk to me. We had different sets of friends or whatever. You know what I
You
mean?
guys in different classes?
No,
Or just
I don't
classes?
Yeah,
know.
I don't remember
I don't
ever remember
remember.
seeing Mauricio around.
I was only there for like first and like half of second grade, and I think it might have been first grade that we had a class together.
Oh damn, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you remember everybody trying to play kickball for recess and all that.
hell yeah, out there in that cage that they would keep us in.
Yeah.
Shout out somebody else.
Shout out somebody else, bro.
Did it say the old somebody else too, right? Because they got a new one. Was it somebody else they got?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that was when I was in 5th grade is when I had moved to that new somebody. It's all covered. The library is like the fanciest part because that's the thing that's all covered in glass. Yeah, the rest of it's really nice, but it's the library that catches everybody's eye.
Yeah, it's always wild to me that you went to somebody else, but you live literally like a quarter mile away from Hernandez Elementary School. But it's not a good school, so don't blame your mom for not
Yeah,
wanting to
no,
put you
definitely. I
there.
know like 4 people over there that had actually skipped a grade. I'm like, is it really like that bad
low
over
of a
there? Like,
standard,
it's
quite
like
possible.
those guys can skip a grade. I'm sorry, but like,
Man, public school in general is a joke, honestly. Like, because what was it? McCurdy was
They
was
were
a private school,
and now
yeah.
they're a charter school.
yeah, it was a private and then a charter, and I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
I forget that school even exists here, dude. Like I
It's like a
never.
Catholic school,
I don't think I know
bro.
anybody who's even gone to that school. To be
I
honest,
knew a couple of people, but like it
Just
was
get a little
very
bit closer
far.
when you talk, right, Drew?
Oh.
Other than that, I like
Very-
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how was the concerts that you went to, bro?
Yeah,
I went to the Smashing Pumpkins. It was fun. It was really
yeah.
cool. People were a lot more into Interpol than I was expecting because I was kind of going in for Interpol because they're pretty awesome. But like there was the crowd was definitely vibing to it, and like I said, it's really showing our age because I went with 2 other coworkers. And we got through half of their set list. And, dude, they were playing 22 songs. And we got to, like, song 11, and it was 10:30. And I'm like, dude, if we don't leave now, we're not going to get home until, like, 2 in the morning. We got to be at work at 7 in Santa Fe. Let's go. And we're, like, walking up the hill. I was like, man, I've never felt so old at a concert in my life. But there was, like, 50, 70 people walking up the hill, too, that also just wanted to go home. I guess they were probably old, too.
What about the one from the night before? What was that one?
yeah. You went to one at midnight, right? You said
It was like I guess a rave because it was like electric music. It was at Meow Wolf and it started at 11. Some duos called the Glitch Mob.
Yeah, when I saw that flyer, I was like, that's lame.
I mean, it was a vibe. I've never really gone to much like raves, and it wasn't one of those hardcore raves where everyone's all like half naked and all crazied out. You know, it was just a bunch of crazy white people just vibing at Meow Wolf.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was
no,
at
yeah,
Meow
no,
Wolf, so it was
definitely.
pretty cool. And we had set a plan out because we were also like, again, we're already feeling like we're too old to be going to late concerts. We got there at 11, and Carla tells me, she's like, we're gonna just stay here until 1:30 in the morning and no later than that. And the show ended at 1:30, so we called it perfectly, because you know sometimes raves go on until like 3 or 4 in the morning, bro, and then after that, rave ends, they go and have an after party somewhere else and stuff like that. So I wasn't about that, but thankfully it ended right at the perfect time. But it wasn't like a hardcore ass rave, but it would have been. It was cool. It was an experience to say you went to.
Every rave that I've ever been to, man, was actually it was I so right before we would get into the door, the cops would kick people out.
God.
Every single rave I've ever been to, man. Right as
Where?
we were gonna get in, the cops kicked everybody out and shut it down. I'm
What
like,
venues were they? Were they different venues every time you
bro,
go to?
I don't. I was just there for the ride, man. I didn't care. I was that was a while back, man.
Sounds
So,
about right then with raves.
yeah.
Dude, the last rave I went to, I don't even remember what it was called, dude, but it made the news just because there was a younger girl there, and she actually ended up dying. Like, she ended up overdosing because, like, when you take ecstasy and all that, your body overheats. You know what I mean? Your body temperature gets hot.
That's why they're half naked.
Yeah, and she did just a bit too much. You know what I mean? And she went into like, I'm not exactly sure all the details, but I remember it making the news, and she passed away. But that was one of the last raves I had been to.
That's
No,
crazy.
you were there for that one.
Yeah, dude, because
Oh,
like she was walking up to like everybody and like asking everybody, "Can I have a hug?" You know what I mean?
No
Just-
way.
yeah.
So you remember her?
Yeah, dude, it was pretty wild.
Holy hell, yeah. No, see, I feel like that's probably the type of raves that I would have got into because they were shut down by the time I got there. Granted, we were like going in like right at like 10 or something like that, so it had some time to get lit.
What was the last concert you went to, Drew?
Last
All
concert,
time low, wasn't it?
it was All Time Low, Mayday Parade, and that other band, which I really enjoyed myself. I think Mayday
What
Parade
other
stole
band
it.
was it?
I don't know.
We
I didn't
didn't-
care. I really didn't care.
Where the fuck was it? What event?
The
Or-
Revel.
The Revel, yeah, the Revel.
Revel, is it Revel?
Oh,
Revel?
let's call
I
it the
don't know.
Revel.
Revel?
I'm gonna call it the Revel. It sounds
Yeah, it
The
sounds
Revel.
that place is dope, so it deserves
yeah,
a dope.
shout
a
out,
dope
shout out
pronounce.
Revel.
It's
Best,
pretty
best new
tight.
venue in Albuquerque. For
Yeah,
sure.
that thing is pretty lit. I like that place a lot. the
Besides-
upper balcony, man. I haven't had
yeah.
a chance to go up there.
It's key. It's where to go.
Yeah.
If the Dixon dog wasn't biting this guy in
the
the ass
Dixon dog.
for bones, we would have had a nice mellow night. But we went into the pit and chose violence. So
It's because I
fine.
made him follow me into the pit. That's why.
Let's go. The show's starting. I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, dude, that was the last concert I went to. Was the what was it? The Rest in Peace tour
In loving
and
memory.
Love Your Memory tour. That's what it was.
Bones, Xavier Wood.
Oh, dude, that was so tight. That was my
Eddie
second
Baker.
time seeing Xavier Wolf. It was my first time seeing Eddie Baker and Bones. It was actually Bones' first time touring in like probably 4
It
years.
was his first ever actual tour. I looked into his
Stateside, anyways.
he would just go overseas and do like a couple one-off shows, but that was his first fledged tour.
Dude, it was tight.
That's insane because Bones has been in the game for 10
10
plus years.
easy.
Yeah. He was one of the first SoundCloud rappers and stuff with, like
Yo, man.
Peep, Suicide Boys, and
That's something I wonder. Is
Juice
SoundCloud
WRLD.
still like a thing too?
it is, but it's just not the extent, and it doesn't have the huge impact as it used to.
Yeah, like the huge following that it had, it doesn't have that anymore.
because
But
of all the competition with all the
Yeah, I
different
hear
streaming
I feel like a
services.
lot. I hear a lot more like the new people like on Spotify and like, about 10, 15 years ago. I remember everybody. Oh yeah, catch me on SoundCloud. Listen to me on SoundCloud.
Or on Dat Piff was another big one too. Everyone was dropping their
think I've heard of
mixtapes
that.
on Dat Piff. Was before SoundCloud. Dat Piff was just a website. I think it's still going, isn't it, Grym? I think so. It's like a file sharing website where like rappers post their mixtapes. They don't post albums. They post mixtapes for you to download and
I had
spread 'em and shit
seen
like
somewhere
that,
that
right?
it got shut down. It was
But
like on a
turned out-
Facebook. But I'm
but
not
it
sure
turned
how
out
legit
it was.
that was.
Yeah, it turned out it was capped. The actual owners and runners of it, like, no, we're still up and running, but it's still a thing. Like if you want to go and download all like not like Wheezy's actual albums, but all of his mixtapes that he's released that you can't find on streaming services, you can get them on that Piff. Download them off of that, or
That's actually so.
know.
It still has like a lot of credibility to it too, because there's like something there that you can't find like somewhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Weezy though. Weezy's the goat,
Yeah,
bro.
it's like
Oh, you mean greatest of all time?
yeah, it's like
Let you tell it.
yeah, it's like Macadelic came out on that Piff when it originally dropped, until it finally
But
came out on streaming services. Same with like Funeral, and stuff like that. Kids came out on that Piff back in the day. When
Are
we were
those all
still in
like
high
Wheezy
school.
things?
They're Mac Miller mixtapes.
Oh, Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
So
this
that
is what
see
I
that's
didn't
that
follow
shows you the grand spectrum that Piff had. Everyone from Wheezy to gangster like Yo Gotti's to white boys like Chris Webby and Mac Miller and MGK and all them. They were putting mixtapes out then.
That's actually pretty cool, man. I like that there's like a platform out there for people like just to throw their stuff out. If people like it, then great. But for me, it's like
well, there's always something
It's
that's
always,
like there's
Right,
always a
yeah.
revolving door. You know what I mean? There's
lo-fi music to me was actually one of those things that I first ever heard on SoundCloud, and apparently, I
On
guess,
YouTube
yeah. And what did you call it, UPIF or what is it?
that Piff.
That Piff?
I don't know about that because that Piff was more strictly for rap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I guess because SoundCloud did breed a lot of rappers.
Mm.
That's where they were putting their, because they weren't releasing full-fledged mixed tapes. They were releasing like the Suicide Boys would release 3 songs, 6 songs at a time every couple weeks, every couple months till they built their following. Same with like other current rappers, like what's that kid's name? Young Broke Never.
NBA young boy.
Yeah,
I'm disrespecting.
I don't know his name, bro. It's my bad. I just know he drops a lot of
Dude.
shit. He drops a lot of shit. There's a difference between quality and quantity. He's a quality guy.
No,
right?
he's quantity too, dog. He's hard. He's hard.
He's hard.
Don't disrespect young boy.
Mm.
There's a reason why, dude, his legal team has taken down like a bunch of YouTubers will use his music for like intros and stuff like that, dude. And he's actually taking his music off of YouTube altogether.
That's crazy because that's a big chunk of the revenue of rappers too. Is their YouTube plays.
Sometimes, yeah. But, I mean, with so many different streaming platforms, there's Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music. There's Tidal, the one that Jay-Z owns. You know what I mean? And that's the one that the artists make the most money off of, just because the artists. I don't want to say own their catalog on that, but it's more. It was made by an artist for
to
artists.
the rich artists and stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's certain artists that just don't straight up own their stuff. There's people that have been smart, like Metallica have owned their stuff since the 80s. Like, they were smart by owning and publishing their masters and stuff.
Shout out to them chicks though in the back. I hear them pretty good.
Yeah. We should have closed that window.
No, it's all good. Hey, Drew, so you want to talk about what we did this weekend?
Yo, man. So I hadn't gone out there in a long time, but that was actually a lot of fun, bro. I think I was bringing up to my coworkers. I might bring up that story later, but the lady, remember that old lady there at the end? That old lady, the cougar lady?
Oh,
Bro.
wasn't even a cougar, bro. That was.
Well, she's
That was
older.
that.
That's why I say that, man. She was older. That's all I gotta say. But she was.
So get into it. Where do we go? What do we do?
All right, man. So we went out to Dirty Bourbon this weekend, man, because we're out there trying to. Well, see, that was the plan, man. I thought we were gonna stay out there, but we ended up just going home the same night.
Very spur of the moment.
Very spur of the moment, very last minute. Like, I asked Reese, I asked Grym over here. I was like, well, let's go out to Dirty Bourbon then. He's like, screw it. I was like, all right, let's go. So we ended up going. I go get right out of work, like right at like 6 o'clock. Let's call it 6
You went
o'clock.
straight from Santa Fe to Albuquerque?
Yeah, so I got out of work. It took like I don't know, so like 45-minute drive, hour drive up to Albuquerque. Go to Dirty Bourbon, this nice little country dance hall, and we're out there trying to dance with some cuties, man. And we ended up finding some here and there. We got some. This guy ended up grabbing some numbers too, but I was the biggest part of the night for me, man. The funniest thing, the best part of the night for me, bro.
Dude,
I
that
like
was
the way
great.
this is already building up.
Dude.
All right, so this guy goes and so we go out. We ask these couple girls to dance. One says yes to him, and the other one's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, and it happens, right? Because one of them's got to like watch the drinks or watch the table or whatever.
That was actually one of the ones I got her number. She was a cutie too.
Yeah, no, they're all cuties, man. But so anyway, so I'm like walking around looking for like a girl to dance with, and like out of nowhere, this lady, she's older, so she's obviously older, and she's
How old are we talking? Are we talking
If I had to
about
take
like
close
older?
40s.
Okay.
Yeah, easy, bro.
She was like a.
I'm
She
sure
could
was
be
in
our
her
teen
40s.
mom, like
I'm sure she was like
basically.
40. If I had to guess, bro, like no younger than like 41.
I mean,
42, if I had to take a
realistically,
guess.
that's what, a decade older than us? 12 years older than us.
Yeah, but a decade is a lot.
It's
That's like at least 2 generations, at least. You know what I mean?
You know, I mean, she could have like potentially that's why I said she could have been like a 12. It's whatever. It's whatever.
Dude, this was a
So-
Tia. This was a
This was a
Tia.
Tia.
Tia. This was a Tia.
dog.
Okay,
This
that's
is
what I
Tia.
asked. Though, like, is
Yeah,
it? Are we
this is
looking?
Tia.
This was a Tia on the hunt, dog.
On the hunt.
Why didn't you
bro.
let her take you home, dog?
I would. I
Okay, you're getting into this. Getting to the meat of the steak.
Alright, so anyway, back to the story. So I'm like looking around for like a girl to dance with, and then this girl comes out of nowhere. She grabs my hand and she's like, "You want to dance?" I'm like, "Yeah, screw it. You know, we're dancing." I was like, "Let's go, let's do it." I was like, "Screw it," like no hesitation. I was like, "Let's go." So we got on the dance floor, and as soon as we get out there, she starts she's stumbling, she's falling, bro. I'm like, I'm not even gonna
she's
spin
drunk,
this
drunk.
chick, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Cause like I got out there full confidence, I'm like, yeah, screw it, like we're here to dance. I'm like, I just got turned out, like, I'm gonna dance. So like I jump out with her in the middle of the dance floor. Right away, bro. I'm like, oh crap! I jumped out in the middle of the dance floor with this chick.
Drunkest lady.
She's drunk, bro. She is so drunk. So she starts like stumbling and falling. I'm like, I'm not gonna spin you. I'm like, I'm slowly trying to like 2-step our way back to like the exit of the dance floor, trying to get back out of there. And as soon as we get out there, I was like trying to like leave. I was like, well, thanks for the dance. And she kept like holding on to me, man. She kept holding on to me.
Dude, she wanted anybody. So this chick was drunk, dude. She handed me her beer. She's like, hold on to my beer, and I'm like, I don't even know you, girl. Like, what? Like, you're pretty trusted.
Wild,
but
man.
I saw she was sauced, bro. And like, you know, she was a native chick. That's what I'm saying. She was an auntie. It was snagging season for sure. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
That makes perfect sense.
after I got done dancing with that one girl, I go back to like the spot where we were hanging out before, whatever. And I seen Drew. He took the girl out. I seen him made his way back before the song was even over. I was like, dude, like, what happened? I wasn't paying attention. I was scoping out my next victim. but yeah, and he tells me, he's like, dude, she was pretty fucked up. And I was like, yeah, I bet, dude. Like, this is her beer right here. You know what I mean? And she wasn't that far from where we were at. So I walked up to her or whatever, and I was like, here's your beer. And she tried to grab me by my hand, dude. And she's like, come on, let's go dance. I was like, no, here's your beer. And dude, yeah, she was pretty persistent on just going with anybody and trying to get some, you know,
It got to the
snag.
point where like she ended up like me and this guy were standing at the bar just chilling there, and then she comes out of nowhere again, bro, like trying to like dance with me again, and like this guy ends up like last minute, like this is like this is a pro wingman right here, man. This guy like instantly he's like, oh shoot, he's like, man, let's go. And we start like heading like out the door, and like as soon as she turns away, we stop walking, dude. And he's like, you're welcome. I'm like, oh, thanks, bro. I'm like, thanks, appreciate that, bro. Like,
That's not what. Tell him what happened before. Tell him what happened. Why I did that.
Why did you do that?
so the best part of the night, right?
He was getting a pee touch.
She grabbed my dick, dude. She grabbed my fucking dick. She's like straight up like boom, bro. Like she like no fucks given, bro. Like
Dude cupped his
like
shit.
cupped it and like rubbed up and everything,
my
bro. She
God.
cupped it and rubbed up, and she was like,
Oh.
she ran for it. I was like,
You're like,
I was like, whoa. I was
you're like, you don't even know my name.
Dude, my boy Drew was getting molested.
I got molested by Tia, dog. Tia. Fuck, bro. We should give her a name.
That's why I was being the best wingman I could be, bro. I was like, come on, dog, let's go. Hey.
Let's go. Hey, we gotta go, man. Like he said, like, oh yeah, we're leaving. Like he made it sound like we were leaving. I was like, fuck it, let's go, bro. And then we stopped moving. And I was like, well, he's like, you're welcome. I was like, oh, nice, bro, nice. I was like, hell yeah.
Oh
man.
my God.
Dude. Yeah.
Bro, nights at DB, man. Nights at
Oh,
DB. You gotta
shit,
join
man.
us, Chalo.
Yeah, I'm
man.
gonna have to. And that's funny. It's a good little spin off. When I went to go see Shaggy 2 Dope for a couple weeks ago, it's a bunch of juggalos and all that. But I was up on the balcony. There's no way in hell I'm getting into that crowd. Fuck no. So I'm just watching, like I'm keeping an eye on the crowd, watching the show, and I've noticed there's this one chick up on the rail, and she's just grabbing every single fucking person on stage's junk. Every single person.
I remember you sent me those snaps.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, boy, this girl, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wrap this up real quick. So I'm like, damn, this girl's for the streets, and she had like her boyfriend was like over, like had her like that, but she was just there grabbing every fucking person on stage's dick. And then at one point, this one guy, DJ Clay, gets on stage and he's doing this like really odd thing where he's pressing play on his laptop and he's like dancing in circles and stuff. And when he first got on stage, the chick just tried. I don't know if she tried or she did. She might have probably got a good little grab. But after that, he like pushed her away and he did not get close to her at all. He stayed like a good foot away from the railing part of the stage because he knew she was trying to get. And she was adamant. She was reaching for it, bro. And same thing with Shaggy because she tried grabbing him, but Shaggy's like, "Don't touch me.
Get off me, bitch."
Yeah, exactly, straight up. And I was just like, damn, this girl, no shame. And her right with her man holding her and everything. I'm like, damn.
I'll probably put it on
He's
Facebook Live and everything.
Probably, I wouldn't doubt
He's probably
it.
happy about it, dude.
Yeah.
There's just some guys out there
But
like that, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, but like I was saying, pretty wild to just go back to a Juggalo show after 10 years, but they're all really nice people, bro. It's as like weird as that is, they're very fucking kind people. They saved my merch, they saved my spot, they offered to buy me alcohol, all that good shit. You know, they're really cool people. You know, they're
It's because all the Juggalos are like a band of misfits, bro. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Nobody else wants to accept them. Like
They don't
that's
have a
how
family,
that's
so
how
they
it's
are
socially
family.
accepted. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were, like I said, they were older. You could tell they were like in their 30s, late 30s, early 40s.
Shout out
for
to my
sure.
Juggalos. Whoop whoop.
Yeah,
whoop, whoop.
shout out to those ninjas.
I mean, I was never, whoop whoop, but
Yeah, no,
represent.
you represent. You got a Juggalo in there, bro. A cotton candy awaken you
Oh,
sexually
bro.
as a little kid, bro. You can't say you're not a Juggalo. Bro. That shit's in you.
That's childhood right there, man.
Yeah.
Cotton candy is childhood.
Man, them Fagos. Anytime I see one, I gotta
Just
grab
gotta
me
buy
one.
one.
That's one thing about that too. I can't. That's
They're
way
too
too
sweet,
sweet,
but-
man. Way
Nah,
too sweet.
It's not. You know, it's a rare occasion, but I just gotta make the inner Juggalo happy. ICP comes on. ICP comes on my playlist, bro, and like,
that shit.
I can't skip it. I just can't skip it, dude. And I listen to it, I'm like, fuck, this is low key kind of ass, but I just can't skip it. I gotta make my inner Juggalo happy, dude. Like, I can't even lie.
Gotta pay your respects, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, back on the topic of, you know, Juggalos and ICP and all that stuff, it's insane how they've gone full circle. They went from being outcasted, like he was saying, outcasted, being ridiculed and made fun of for liking them, and now they're getting popular, just like how Limp Bizkit's getting popular again, because everyone always loved, as much as we love Limp Bizkit, the general populace used to always shit talk them so much, Predators and all that.
It's like you and Nickelback, bro. I actually like
Yeah.
Nickelback. I enjoy the music.
I like Nickelback a lot.
Yeah, that's
man.
another thing too. Is Nickelback is kind of slowly getting back to being just, the general public's like, we were probably too harsh on Nickelback. They're just a regular.
I think it's just like right now what's coming up is we have like a lot of people our age who were in that kind of thing, and they're like a part of like that culture of, oh, you shouldn't like Nickelback because it's popular to hate Nickelback. But then they gave a listen to Nickelback and they actually do like Nickelback, so it comes up to like
they're nice Canadian guys.
they're Canadian.
Yeah,
I think they just catch all the slack, dude.
the
is because
singer
of
gets the slack because the way
the
that he
beef with Corey
really.
Taylor.
Not
Yeah.
even just that, just the way that he always presented himself when he was younger, you know, which is a thing too. They were younger because
The only thing I ever heard about was like he had said something to like about Slipknot being like freaks or something to that nature. That's the
Yeah.
only reason I know people don't like Nickelback.
Well, it's always people always just hate it. Just like you said, it was a popular thing to hate them. It's just because their
Because- same
music
for
was
me.
generic. They called their music generic. That it was the same thing. That it's the
A
same
lot of their music does
recycled,
kind of sound similar, but if you think about it, I mean, that's kind of like how you
And-
identify a
yeah.
band or an artist. Like their
And-
stuff
and
sounds similar to itself.
Like I said, it all was deep rooted with the singer. The singer was always kind of came off as kind of like an asshole, and like he kind of came off as the epitome of what he sings about. You know, like, oh, I'm all about sleeping with women and drinking and doing all that
Tight.
stuff. You know, whatever the hell. Yeah, but yeah, ICP now is. I could see them slowly. I could see them 1 year fucking not headlining but performing at like Coachella or something like that, because like
They're popular, man.
they're popular, like even
very
amongst
popular.
young people. There was a bunch there was a bunch of old people at Shaggy Two Dope, but there was also a lot of kids, like people you wouldn't expect to be at a Juggalo show not 10 years ago. You know.
Well, it's because of like TikTok and shit like that
Yeah,
too. You
they
know
they
what I
got
mean?
they got a lot of TikTok fans because of their some of their like even the most randomest songs. I think there's like the Chop Chop Slide was just like top
Some little
10 or
stupid ass
top.
dance.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
top 10 or top 25 most downloaded sounds on TikTok videos. I don't know how it works.
Soldier Boy was the first one to have his dance. Let me just put that out there. No, he wasn't the first, but
Nah, Manili, Vanilli, you know, we got Crisscross.
But,
Shit, Digital Underground, I guess, to an extent. But anyways, Soldier Boy's an OG, though.
Yeah.
Put respect on
put
Soldier's
respect
name.
on Soldier.
Go check him out. The Sunshine later on in September, I think, is when he's
Sunshine.
coming. Yeah,
No way.
He's coming to Sunshine Theater. It's gonna be wild.
Yeah,
That's a-
for anybody that is watching, you know, we're New Mexico based, so support New Mexico, you know, puro 505 and
505.
575 now, I guess.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
everyone still associates it with 505.
Yeah, it's
No.
505. Even the people who live in the 575.
Yeah, they still
It's 505.
they're not taking their 50. They're not going and fixing their 505 tattoos and putting a 7 over it, dog.
No,
Not
heck
anytime
no.
soon.
No.
Yeah, it's been what, like 15 years that's happened.
It's probably, dude.
Yeah, we were in
probably.
I was like in 6th grade, I think, when they did that shit.
Damn, dude, that's fucking ridiculous.
It's like I was telling John and Leah when we went to go see the Smashing Pumpkins that song 1979, Billy Corgan wrote that in 1995. They released it, whatever. So that's
shout out to my 95 babies.
yeah. So that's essentially the equivalent of someone writing a song today called 2007.
Damn,
That
dude.
sucks. That's just not as catchy though. Like 1979 just
But
seems like it
that's
has-
that's the same time window from
Right,
back
right.
17 years before the fact.
What was it the other night when we were playing Rock Band and your dumbass was like, in 20 years, we're going to be 20 years older or some shit like that.
I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, and then Carl's like, yeah, that's how time works, stupid.
Yeah, that's how math works. And she had a little moment like that too.
Yeah.
Later on, she said something, and I looked at her. I was like,
That's how
That's
that
how
works.
time works.
"That's how time
stupid.
works."
Come back full circle.
Yeah.
Come back full circle. Yeah, man, the cycle has to repeat itself.
Hey, so how you liking the new gig?
Yeah, man. Let's talk about that. What's going on there?
Do you want to get into the details or not really?
But we could talk about it to some extent. It's just, to me, it's different. It's a different change of pace going from restaurant to working at a restaurant for my entire life. Just used to the chaos, the busyness, the everything, everything that comes with restaurant stress.
Watch
Now
them-
you doing an office job or what?
Yeah, it's well, I'm working in the warehouse section of an office, but it's cake, bro. Like, we get 20 orders to ship out in the entire 9-hour shift. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the time we're just shooting the shit. But it's very different. It's like I went from working with nothing but females to working with nothing but guys, and there's like that's so insane is the fact that there's like no drama. Every single, like, it's the chillest and working environment I've ever seen. It's all there's only Leah up front as the secretary, and then
we won't mention names.
and then there's a few other, there's the bosses and like HR. There's maybe 4 women total of like the 20-some employees that are there at the time.
But I assume they're more like on desktop.
They're either off location.
sales.
Yeah, they're either off location or they're higher up in the chain. So, they're not messing around with everyone else. Like, production is just all guys. Shipping is all guys,
It's a lot different when everyone just comes to work to do their job, huh?
Exactly. It's like you would, like, I always used to think that to myself. I was like, man, if there was less women working at the restaurant right now, we would be working at 100. But because there's always drama. Some women just still like to act like elementary, middle school, high school girls.
Well, on top of that too, like sex sells. You know what I mean? Like, any product you need or whatever, look at any advertisement. It's gonna be a smile, titties, and ass, bro.
Yeah.
A pretty smile at that. You know what I mean?
A lot of managers, bro, you'll hear a lot of them admit it, like under the books, away from the books or whatever. But like a lot of managers, that's what they do. They'll get like their youngest, prettiest employee or most handsomest
up front.
employee or whatever, put them up front, put them right up front, bring them in, bring in the customers.
We don't deal with people as whiz, though, because that's the complete 180, which was what I always said I wanted to just step away from the public. But I've honestly felt myself really missing, not like every person because I hate a lot of people. But like I miss my customers that I did enjoy. You know, I really miss some of my kitchen staff. I even miss my boss to an extent. I miss the way I just walked around like I didn't give half a shit because I really didn't.
Getting
You
high behind the
basically own that
dumpster.
place.
Getting high behind the dumpster, getting high in the walk-in,
Getting trashed.
getting back in the days we used to take shots in the freaking walk-in as well. Like we walked to Coco Man's, buy a fucking bottle and split it between the
Was it
cooks.
the Coco Man?
Yeah, well, shout out Coco Man's, bro. I haven't drank in 2 years. Still rock this hat though.
Dude, one of the baddest fucking liquor stores. Dude, that's
Best-
been one
best
of my
liquor.
favorite jobs.
An
For
establishment. It's an establishment in New Mexico. Place has been around nearly 50 years, right? You said
I
since
didn't-
the 80s.
Sure.
I didn't drink
40
until I was
years.
21, bro, and I had always heard the name
Same.
Coco Man, but I had never stepped foot in there until like I was like 24, bro.
I would always see it because my mom worked at Parasolo across the street, so I
Makes
would always
sense.
see it.
See, and like I didn't drink either like that either heavy until I turned 21 too. Like, yeah, I had my few experiments here and there. You know what I mean? And I just didn't like it. Puro mota, brother. And then when I turned 21, for whatever reason, dude, I quit smoking weed and started going out drinking. And I was like, damn, this is tight. You know what I mean?
Weed's tight. Weed's tight.
It's the social aspect.
Yeah,
of it.
it's
all it is.
sociably accepted.
Because I also didn't drink at all. I had those couple experiences where I got really drunk and I hated the hangover the next morning. But once I became a bartender, and like you said, once I was old enough to buy it myself, it was like that's true. People are right. When you're underage, one of the best ingredients of drinking is the fact that
It's illegal.
Yeah.
It's the crime that makes it a little extra fun.
It's
When
the
I-
rush, bro.
Yeah,
the
it's
rush.
the rush.
I started drinking at the worst time possible, man. So I was actually already 21, and I was delivering pizzas at Domino's, right?
Thanks, Drew.
Thanks, Drew. And my boss was actually my two bosses. So when we were closing, we had to have a closing manager, a closing, what they call a CR, whatever, like the cashiers, and one closing driver.
Mm-hmm.
And
Were you the closing driver?
I was a closing driver every single night. It was cool, man. I like staying up there. I wasn't drinking too much, like I said, but a lot of the time, they're like my manager and the closing CR, or whenever they would be drinking. They would take down a bottle of either Jack Honey or Hornito Silver, or both. Sometimes they'll just take them both down.
Ooh.
Sometimes, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, bro. That's
Danger.
I hate this town.
Yeah.
but so for the longest time, I would just chill back there while they were drinking, taking shots. They would always offer me one, and I wouldn't take them. But one night I was like, you know what? Like you guys say, socially acceptable or whatever. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Give me a shot. I'm like, I'm the driver, right? I'm the closing driver. I'm over here
I might as
delivering
well
pizzas.
drink. Get
Might
my
as
ass
well
out.
drink.
That's the
So I'm like, you know what? If I'm
mentality we
gonna
have
drink,
out
might as well go hard and drive at the same time. But
Let you tell it.
Yeah, let
funny
me tell
enough,
it.
funny enough, I thought you really picked up drinking when you worked at the gas station.
Yeah,
that's when I
did.
picked
Really
up my drinking. I will say
escalated,
that
yeah,
I
it's
did
really
pick up my
escalated.
drinking,
Sly of the hand.
but I didn't start
That's
drinking.
all I'll
Yeah, that's
say.
not when I started drinking. That's definitely when I picked up
surprised-
my drinking. But
I'm surprised you didn't pick up drinking when your house was essentially just a party house back in.
well, you know
high school.
what? There was like my situation.
Oh,
back then.
that's right. You're essentially married.
I
in
was,
high
yeah,
school.
man. I had like locked
Fucking
myself
cock
down.
unlock.
Cock a lock,
Yeah,
bro. I locked
that's
myself
right.
down like right quick, man.
That
and
makes
all the
complete sense. I was like, you were there. You're a grade under us. We were seniors, all partying every night at your fucking house. But why
My
weren't
house,
you
yeah,
in
bro.
there partying with
dude,
us?
the
But it's
biggest
'cause
parties
you
were at my house, man. My yard.
Exactly.
You guys seen my yard? That stuff used to be filled with everybody's cars so
We
bad
had to
that the
park
cars,
across
yeah, had
to
to
the
cross.
side on the side
all
of the
way
road.
up the
Yeah.
road, bro. Cars would be parked up the road at my house, man. That's why my house is so
That's why it's
trashed.
still true. I mean, it doesn't
It's
help.
broken.
That
My
it's
house
really
broke.
broken, but it also doesn't help that your brother doesn't. Really
My house may
put-
actually,
put it
yeah.
together,
I mean, that
but
stuff.
It's expensive.
It's expensive. We replaced the
doubt
carpet,
him,
I think,
yeah.
like at least once or twice.
You
But
guys just. Need to
But
get
bro,
some tile.
what made it like really hard? That would make it a lot easier, man. Because it's not like we drop anything on the floor to
It's
break
the
tile,
animals.
but we do drop stuff on the floor to dirty the carpet.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
So-
and you
That's
guys
just a
have a lot
given.
of pets.
so even
too.
that like linoleum,
Linoleum.
there you go. That would be much better in my living room because it's in my kitchen, and that's
Eventually,
somewhat clean.
well,
It
eventually that
eventually
tears too,
does,
though. You know
but
what I mean?
carpet tears
carpet, bro.
and gets nasty.
Carpet gets burned, it gets stained, it stinks, it gets
The
mold, it
amount
gets
of
mildewed.
times-
You know what tile does? Tile breaks my fucking bong that I spent my first check on.
Yeah.
That's why you get
Mm.
silicone.
No, fuck no. You're not supposed to be smoking out of silicone. There's different grades to it.
The
but
bowl ain't silicone, dog.
yeah, it's probably metal, like a fucking piece of shit.
No,
They
they're
have
usually
glass
like, what is
ones
it?
now.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
do,
quartz
they
or
do.
something.
That's
Yeah, we've come a long way from our caveman days.
From
of
smoking out
in
of the cans. Yeah.
Cracked
That's
Yeah.
something I think everybody can relate to, man, is smoking
Oh,
out of the
geez,
can at
bro,
least
I
once,
swear
bro.
I can't trust you if you ain't smoked out of a can.
You guys ever smoke by knifing?
Hot knifing.
Yeah, that's
Bro.
that's some
talking about
crackhead
hot
activity.
Yeah, hot
yeah.
knifing that stuff, man. That
No
was like the
doubt.
harshest thing I ever did. My buddy
Yeah.
Washington had showed me that stuff, bro. That was ghetto as hell, but it
That's why I
Wait-
say
wait
that's,
until-
that's some crackhead activities.
Wait until
bro.
you hear until my
Yeah.
crackhead activities, bro. So
yeah.
this guy picks me up one day or whatever. I had some wax on me, right? This was like, fuck.
When we
this
first
was-
started dabbing and
Yeah,
getting real wax.
This was probably like roughly about 10
20.
years ago.
15?
2015. It was Chris
Yeah,
Webby.
8 years
Chris
ago.
Webby, yeah.
Chris Webby.
Yeah. So we were on our way to Tech 9, and ironically, we left before Tech 9 fucking came on stage. But anyways, fucking,
Good times.
I had a piece of foil, and I was like, let's fucking smoke some dabs. You know what I mean? I didn't have a wax pen. I didn't have a rig because this guy fucking broke it like a week prior to that, like an asshole.
Were we even working at Barawa at the time?
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
You worked at
Okay.
Panama?
Yeah, I worked at
For
Pro.
like 6
Damn.
months, 8 months. Or
Yeah, like close to a year. It was tight.
It was fun.
We just take.
It was yeah, me, this guy, his nephew, the other homie Franco. Dude, it was a badass
Shout out my
badass
homie.
crew.
Rest in peace, Nate.
R.I.P. Nate Dogg, dude. Oh, that shit breaks me every time. But
Nate Dogg is, but
so anyways, you know, we start smoking down the foil like fucking just straight up crack tabs, dude. Like it looks horrible, dude. It looks horrible. Thinking back on it now, you know what I mean? And like I was about to take a rip or whatever, and all of a sudden the thing just lights on fire on
The
me.
whole thing. I'm driving, so I don't see nothing. I just see him in a panic. Open the window.
Throw
I was
the
like, "What
foil out.
happened?" He's like, "Nothing." I was like, "What happened?"
It fucking blew up on
Yeah,
me.
did you see that fucking fireball? I was like, "No, what do you mean?"
that fireball.
Dude, I
Yeah.
swear, dude, I
You
swear.
didn't cure. I guess you gotta like cure the foil before you use it. You know,
Yeah,
like you gotta like
I'm-
burn it or I don't know what the fuck. It's like some real crackhead shit.
Yeah,
we didn't
right.
know
You
because we're
gotta
not
burn.
crackheads.
You gotta burn the chemicals off of it.
Yeah.
You gotta cure it.
Yeah,
You gotta make it healthy.
exactly. You gotta make smoking that foil healthy, boy.
Yeah. See, I didn't know that back then. That's
We found out real quick.
we found out real quick. Found out the hard way.
Ain't done a crack that ever since.
Ever
dog.
since then, bro. So at that concert, I fucking
fuck.
bought a wax pen, a cloud pen, and it was a Chris Webby themed one, dude. I still have the case somewhere, dude, somewhere in my room. But yeah,
Good
never,
times, man.
yeah, never again. No crack dabs.
We all have one of those experiences, man. Of just never again, never doing that again.
Dude, yeah.
There was this one bong Dom had made called Heisenberg, man. Did you ever hit that, Chalo?
I was with him when he made it. He denies that
That you were there?
that I was there, but I was at Dom's house every single day senior year, and I would stare at that vase every single day. It was up on the top shelf, you know, like in his kitchen,
Yeah.
and I would stare at it every day. I'm like, Dom, that's a bong.
That's a bong.
That's a bong, Dom. And he'd be like, no, it's not. It's my mom's vase. It's my mom's vase. No. I was like, Dom, all we gotta do is just fuck with it a little bit, and it's a bong. No, that's my mom's vase. And then eventually, that's when Erwin did show up, and he's like, you know what? We're getting that bong down, Dom, and we're gonna smoke out of it. He's like, it's a vase. He's like, not after we're done with it.
Bro, that thing was
a
destructive, man.
Didn't it get destroyed at your house or something?
It got destroyed several times because like the biggest keepers of it were Dustin and Dom, and Dustin had like this weird habit of fucking breaking it. I'm pretty sure it was Dustin.
It sounds like it would be him.
And he had like this weird habit of breaking it. Dude, that thing was Frankenstein by the time it was done, man. I don't think it even lasted like a year. I really don't think that thing lasted a year. It's such a short time. I don't even know, bro, because
Did it
every
even
time,
last the summer?
anytime that thing was in your presence, you got so blown back, bro. The funniest thing I remember is I saw Dom one time. I think we were at like Erwin's house. I'm pretty sure he just like got his apartment. I think maybe, I'm not too sure if that timeline
Might have
matches
been
up,
that
but
house that they rented out and that Erwin just took off.
I'm
Or
not
was
too
it
sure.
the
I don't think I even knew about
Dom.
that. I don't think I knew about
Dom
that.
and
but-
Erwin got a they rented out a fucking trailer in Albuquerque, and then Dom just took off.
No, I don't know. I don't remember where it was.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew about that, but
Some wild shit.
I just remember my bong that you broke, asshole.
Yeah.
R.I.P. You want to tell me how you broke it again?
Dropped it on the tile.
Dropped it on the
How?
Ugh.
Yeah. So, dude, I had just bought that rig or whatever. It was a badass rig. We went to Red House. I dropped my whole check on it. My whole check at the time was only like $250. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. So we go to Red House or whatever, get the rig, come back, start smoking or whatever. Dude, I only had it for like a week. We were actually smoking in this room, and Chalo, he sets it down right by him or whatever. And I'm like, here, dude, let me put it over here on the box. No, dude, it's fine over here. I was like, all right, cool. So as Chalo does, he starts, dozing off the way he does. he does that thing he
Dude does that thing that he does.
And he goes to stretch out and he kicks it over, dude. Kicks it over and psh, fucking breaks, dude. And it had like this badass like recycler that came down into it with the perk. And the perk inside the recycler is what broke.
Yeah,
and
the bong stayed fine.
It was still smokable.
It was like the jellyfish.
But just that perk was just not hanging on it.
Yeah, so I left it with him. I was like, dude, I don't even want smoke out of this. I was so mad, dude. So pissed. I was like,
ding, ding, ding,
I was like, fuck.
It was just a solid drop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but anytime you move it, I'm sure you just hear it clinking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a bong that did that, bro, and it's like, it really just makes you want to like just get rid of it. You don't want that thing in your sight.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, it's yours now.
You can keep it.
Yeah. And then did you ever hit that 3-foot bong that I had? Do you remember that one?
Maybe.
It was like dude, I had to carry it around in a duffel bag. Like that's how fucking huge it was.
I don't think so then.
No, I only had it for a while. I know I took it
Duffel
over to
bag.
Franco's and I made everybody all black out off of it.
Hmm.
But yeah, dude, I put a titanium nail on it or whatever. And poodle dabs, bro. Poodle dabs. But yeah, dude, that thing was fucking stupid tall, dude. It had 3 of the jellyfish perks in them or whatever. Dude, I dropped probably like 500 on that glass piece, dude. Stupid money on it. But it was a good conversation piece, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And yeah, dude, I low-key kind of missed that bong, but at the same time, what the fuck am I going to do with it? I don't smoke anymore, you know what I mean? Use it as a vase
Conversation piece, dog.
Use it as a vase.
Use it as a vase. Do the reverse, man. Just keep it up on the shelf. Put some flowers in it. Not the good ones.
Yeah. Dude, how many pieces have you guys broke?
Actually, you know what, bro? I take pride in that number. I take good pride in that number. I myself have broke 2 pieces in my what?
10 years.
Heck no, not my 10 years, bro. Of smoking, of like owning pieces, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like solid like 15 to 20 years, somewhere in that realm. I don't know. I don't want to do the math right now, but
No way you were buying pipes at 7 years old, child.
7. I'm 27. I'm 15. I don't know. I was smoking at like 14. That's what I gotta say. I was smoking at 14. 10 years, is that 10 years? Yeah, 13, 14 years.
That's about 15, give or take.
Yeah. So around that time, yeah. See, so anyway, in my 15 years of smoking, dude, I have only broken like 2 pieces, 3 pieces, something like that. One of them was actually because I got pulled over for speeding coming home from work, and the police had actually pulled me over, and they're like, "Hey, it smells like weed in here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got my canine unit. What am I gonna find in here? Because I'm gonna search you." And I'm like, "I mean, you're gonna find my pipe. You're gonna find the lighter." He's like, "Nothing else. No crack, no meth, no pipes, and blah, blah, blah." I feel like they have to. I've been asked that several times, man. I don't know if I look like a crackhead, but I've been asked that a lot.
It's those big black eyes under your bed.
They're out here looking for that Fenty, dog.
So I was like, no, man, that's all you're going to find. And he's like, no weapons. I'm like, I might have like a knife in here somewhere that I lost. I'm like, if you find it, let me know.
If you find it, let me know.
Yeah, like, if you find
LMK.
Let me know, bro. And so anyway, so they search my car, bro. They have like 3 squad cars on me, and they search my car, and they find the pipe. And he's like, all right, this is all I found. I'm like, cool.
Told you.
I'm like, so you didn't find the knife? And they were cool, man. The other guy was like, not necessarily joking with me because he had to be serious, right? But they were cool, man. They were pretty chill. But he's like, all right, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna let you off with just like a warning, blah blah blah. He's like, but you got to smash this pipe right here in front of me.
Damn, shout out to those sirens in the background, dude.
Shout
I'm gonna
out
have to
to
hire
that,
that
bro.
just that way it blends in with the story, dude.
Yeah, man.
like-
Honestly, it's just right there with the story. That's ambiance, not ambulance, but ambiance. And So he has me smash it, bro. So I smashed the pipe right there, and this is where they were like super chill because
Smash.
that was actually my ex's pipe, and they were like super chill about it. They're like, "Dang," because it was like all pink, right? It was all
Mhm.
pink and stuff, and they're like, "Why did you have a pipe like that?" And I was like, "Actually, I was like, that's my girl's," and they're like,
Yeah, right.
and they're like, and they're like, yeah, oh, dude, like, oh, you're in trouble, blah blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'd rather have you guys take me in, and they're like, we still can. I'm like, no, please, no. I'm
please,
like,
I'm
no,
just kidding.
no, they were chill though. Those guys were cool. Shout out to the Powake Police Department. Those guys are
That's
badass getting
probably
there.
why they just
Dude,
said,
they're a
"Fuck it."
joke, dude.
They're a joke, man. They
Tribal
really
police,
are, man.
Tribal police can be a
Tribal
joke
police
sometimes.
can be jokes, man. They really are. But I got to shout out to them because like they've my couple of encounters with tribal men have been pretty peaceful, thankfully. Like the worst one, bro. I got like I ended up in the police blotter. I ended up in the police blotter because
So 3 minutes, just
Yeah.
so I'll wrap this one up. So and I ended up in the police blotter because I got like mad drunk one night, right? So we started out the night at a buddy's house, and I started like pouring some Deep Eddy's lime. Started pouring
In
some
your beer.
in everybody's beer, just like right. That was the lime juice. I was like, "Hey, you guys want some lime juice?" They're like, "Yeah," and I pour a shot of Deep Eddy's lime in there, and that's how we started the night. So we ended up going to
fucking degenerate. Bro.
we ended up going to Cities of Gold. We ended up going to Cities, and we played some pool there. We had some drinks there, and I
It
guess
was
we ended
for
up.
a UFC fight. I
That's
pulled up
right. This guy
afterwards
showed
'cause
up.
I got out of
Yeah.
work and
Where
showed
did you get that fifth of deep eddies at though?
Coco Man, shout out to the Coco Mans, represent. So we end up getting kicked out, I guess, from there. And mind you, I don't remember leaving the cities. I don't remember leaving the Cities of Gold, but we ended up going to the OK Casino, which is way in the fuck across. It's like another like 45-minute drive back, probably not like 30 minutes, but still. And they ended up kicking us out of there at some point, and we decided to go to the Big Rock Casino, but for some reason I ended up going to my buddy's house thinking that was the plan, and I end up at his house and I call him like, "Where you at?" He's like, "At the Big Rock, like we like the Santa Clara," and like we agreed to go, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I'll be right there." So I go to Santa Clara, and I guess we don't even make it past the ID check at the front doors, dude. Yeah, they turn us around. They're like, "Nope," and we head back out. So we end up going to my buddy's sister's house, and we get like mad drunk. That's how I got this scar here. You can't really see it anymore. It was a lot bigger, bro. But that we end up playing like Edward 40 Hands or whatever over there, right?
Tight.
Yeah, we end up playing Edward 40 Hands, and she like. After I finish my beer, she digs the scissors under the tape and like literally digs it into my skin and then
Ouch.
snips the tape off, and that's how I ended up with the scar. But anyway, at the end of the night, long story short, I end up conscious in the middle of the night at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I end up conscious again to a flashlight being shined in my eye, and I hear a voice saying, "Yeah, it looks like he has a couple of busted blood vessels." And when the light goes away, I see, like, I don't know, I assumed he was like an EMT or a police officer. I really didn't know. And I guess that night I ended up like losing my keys, leaving Staley in my truck, and because this is the
Nearly
middle of
killed him.
December. Yeah, dude, he could have died that night, bro. And I left him in my truck because they ended up taking me home. Tribal police ended up taking me home because they called on me because I started kicking on people's doors, dude, in the middle of the night. I started kicking down people's doors because I lost my keys, and I was kicking on everyone's door except for the person whose house I was in. Everyone but. So I lost my keys that night and had to go get my truck with my spare, which is the keys I have today.
Never got him replaced.
No, I have not got them replaced. I still just have my spare. I should get another pair.
You need to get a
I
spare
do.
because you lost your key, remember?
That wasn't me. That's a story for another time. My coworker hid my keys from me over the weekend.
We'll get into that now in a bit.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I think the speaker that's in here is blown out, so it's trying to compensate by playing with this speaker.
Yeah, so for reference, no. So my camera only records X amount of time, so we gotta take breaks in between. But he was playing some audio on his phone. I was like, dude, your speaker sounds like shit. What the fuck did you do to your phone?
It's bad. Let me see.
Bass boosted over here.
All
Sounds
treble,
like
nothing
shit.
else.
Shout out to the Mexican OT though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Rolls his R's in words that don't even have fucking R's.
He rolls his D's harder than ours, dog.
So what about you mentioned something about a group chat?
Yeah, so this guy was telling me we should get a new. Yeah, I gotta get a new phone now that I got a new job, new phone, new number. Who this? And I'm
Yeah,
like,
who
no,
dis?
I can't get a new number because we're banned from getting new numbers now because of what happened in our group chat. So, for just context, I have a group chat. Well, we had a group chat. Me and Andrew had a group chat with about 9 of us. Well, there was about
I think there was 11 total, dude.
No, there's 9. When TJ joined, there was 9, but there was originally 8 for the longest time, and then TJ kept asking and asking and asking to get put into the group chat. He's like, why not in the group chat? Why not in the group chat? So when we finally put him in the group chat, within a year or so, he got a new number. So we're like, all right, whatever. So we just kept on with our group chat. It's a group chat of homies, so we send each other Mortal Kombat stuff.
Talk about hot topics at the time.
Yeah, just whatever happens to
anything and everything.
And it gets dry sometimes. We won't get any activities for weeks on end.
Months sometimes.
Yeah, so one day I decided to message because LeBron's kid had a cardiac arrest, and I'm like, dude, can you guys believe he had a cardiac arrest? And we were just having a civil discussion amongst ourselves as to well, maybe it was steroids, or maybe it was this, that, or the other. Oh, he's pushing himself too hard. And out of nowhere, TJ's number decides to text us. You know what? I don't like the way you guys are so freaking nosy and just starts going off on us like
you guys are god-awful people. You guys deserve to go to hell for
judging people so much. No wonder your friend changed his number. You guys are terrible people.
I would hate to be your guys' friends. I'm like...
And they're even editing their foul language in our text messages, and they're like, "You guys should keep this a private conversation." We're like, "Dude, it's a private group chat. You're the one that joined us."
Literally, yeah. She's like, "This isn't private." Like, why would I start getting the messages? Like, because
you're part of
the group chat.
No one had you getting TJ's number, and then as soon as that person started messing with us. Erwin and Alex went in. I was like,
that's when I was like,
this person messed with the wrong.
Yeah, man. I knew it from the very beginning. As soon as they said it, I'm gonna say she, bro, because it's just Karen has such Karen vibes.
I'm thinking it had more of a middle-aged guy vibes.
I really don't know, man. I really don't know.
Dude, when I read those messages, I was fucking.
Oh, you read them?
Yeah, I had to. I couldn't just screenshot them and send it to him. I had to show him the whole conversations.
Yeah, bro.
Explain to him.
I felt like I was fucking scrolling down through Facebook thread,
comments.
Dude.
Yeah.
Bro, I was there eating my popcorn and shit. I was like, damn, this is fucking
Michael Jackson.
I knew from the beginning, bro. As soon as I heard this bitch fucking going off about what do you guys think you're talking about, blah blah blah. I'm like,
Jesus Christ, you guys need Jesus. You guys are too judgmental, and that's what really upset Erwin.
This is the wrong group chat, man. I'm like, you in the wrong group chat.
Yeah, that's what upset Erwin is because he's an atheist and he hates when people try to just smear religion and anything. So he's just like, immediately he's like, don't be judging people, decides to judge people.
Yeah.
Or someone's like, I think at one point someone's like, fuck your mom, and they're like, my mom's dead. And everyone's like, good. Join them.
Go join her.
Savage, dude. Savage.
Bro, when you're in a private chat like that, I'm all about having respect.
If they were courteous and saying, you know what, this is my number now. You guys have been getting, I've been getting your guys' messages. Can you guys get me out of here? We would have just started a new group chat without them.
Imagine how long they've had that number for.
For about a year and change, dude. But it was like nothing of it was foul. Nothing was crazy. Nothing was wild. Like the last messages we were even messaging before the LeBron James thing was Mortal Kombat characters, and before that was more Mortal Kombat. So
they were there.
And before that we were talking about Diablo 4, and before that we were talking about probably another video game, and before that we were talking about the writer's strike. Like nothing of it was controversial or judgmental.
But they were never there either. They never showed up for any of it. They were there.
They just decided to jump in when we were talking shit about LeBron. Apparently that was too much. They draw the line on LeBron James, yo.
Yeah,
see, this is why I like Apple products, because if you have a group chat between a bunch of Apple users, you can actually leave that in the group chat. That's the beauty of it.
I think it kills me about Snapchat's group chats is that you can leave and they get joined right back. Get added right back.
Yeah. Every once in a while though, it won't give you the notification that person left. So that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
I've done it a few times to a few group chats I've been in.
Yeah, there's a few group chats that they don't notice we're in anymore.
Yeah.
Because the notification don't pop up as if you get a snap
No,
of.
no, it'll just
It'll
say
just
on
say
the
it next
on
time
the
you look in
feed.
there.
If you see it within 24 hours, it'll say
Yeah.
so and so
Oh.
left the group.
Well, that makes sense though, because I mean, if you haven't noticed it in a day, it's like, are you really gonna miss that person in the group chat?
No, probably
True.
not.
True.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Not that I'm not want to speak, bro. We were like comparing like our screen times at work, and mine's like 45 to like an hour and a half a day, an hour and a half at the most a day,
Jesus.
bro.
I
I don't,
even
and you
wanna
guys like,
tell
yeah, I don't
mine.
look at my time. Yeah, man, I don't look at my phone. I don't spend any time
I
on my
spend too
phone.
much time on my
When I get my weekly report, it's like 6 hours and 45 minutes a day.
Oh yeah,
on
Apple
average.
gives you guys a
Yeah.
report, huh?
Every
You're
week.
Apple,
Every Sunday.
yeah.
Sunday. The crazy thing is, now that I'm working this different job, I wasn't on my phone as much, and I dropped 20%, and I was still like at 7 hours. Yeah, that was fucking.
Nah, bro,
gotta
I
get away
can't.
from
I don't
that
know.
phone, bro.
I don't know what it is, man. I just get so bored. I get so
Yeah,
bored
you're
looking
right.
at my
It's-
phone.
It's not a real escape.
Because nobody hits you up. Huh?
Yeah,
Loser.
I mean, honestly, bro, it's a lot easier when no one. Yeah, it's a lot easier when no one talks to you, dog. It's a
like
lot
you said,
easier.
the 3 people you talk to. I mean, the 2 people
Yeah.
you talk to every day are
I
in
know,
this room.
for a little intermission there, this guy's like, "All right, everybody, text back." I'm like, "Everyone I talk to is right here."
He's like, I live with my brother, and
I
I
live
don't
with
even
my
talk
brother.
to his ass every day.
Honestly, yeah, we don't talk. The main time that we talk is like when we're in the
When
same
you guys-
Xbox party,
It-
and we like
that's
live down the
funny.
hall from each other.
You guys are in the same house. just
Yeah, we live in the same house. I mean, that's kind of like really common though. Like a lot of streamers, you know, they all get together and like live in the same house. Granted, they're like,
Like the Phase
Yeah.
House and shit.
yeah, I
Content
don't know.
creator houses and stuff.
Mhm.
The first one I watched is like a bunch of fishing people, the Guggen Squad now, or like whatever. They make like Guggen baits and stuff. I watched them all individually before they even like got together as like a team and stuff. I thought that's cool.
I'm
I
gonna have
always
to
think that
check
stuff
them
is
out
cool.
because I don't know who the fuck that is. to
That's
be
some
honest with you.
redneck ass shit. That
No,
Drew
it's
would
actually really
watch.
not. Well, one of them is. One of them, a couple of
They
them kind of
have
are
to
redneck,
have, yeah.
but
Like, oh, he's like, well, okay, yeah. no,
two of them out of like the 4 or 5. I don't know.
Do you know who I get a kick out of on YouTube, bro? Like, you know how YouTube has that the shorts feature or whatever? I'll be scrolling that late at night, dude, just fucking shooting the shit. There's this one dude, his handle's Tony. Dude, he's
Turn Tony.
funnier than fuck, dude.
like him
Yeah,
already.
so he was whatchamacallit it. I guess he does like OnlyFans and shit like that, and he made like a ridiculous amount of money. He has like his own like knockoff Twisted Tea type deal thing and shit. Dude, dude, his fucking shorts are funny, dude. He gives his mom shit. He's like I guess like a redneck fucking Bam, basically. You remember how fucking Viva La Bam? He was always
Yeah.
fucking around his parents and shit. That's kind of how this dude is or whatever. Like less of an asshole, but you know, still pretty funny. No
Hmm.
drugs.
No
No
drugs.
Puro blue chews.
The Blue Chew.
Dude, yeah, it's pretty fucking funny. That's like one of his main sponsors. It's pretty
Trip
fucking
out.
hilarious. But yeah,
Trip
dude.
out. Needing some blue chews out here, dog. Fucking packs of honey.
The honey packs, dude. The honey badger.
The what are they? The rhino pills, bro. Those rhino pills.
Them horny gas station pills. Ooh, you're nasty.
You
they
nasty.
they for sex.
When I worked at the head shop or whatever, I would see dudes like fucking like around our age, you know what I mean, going in and buy like 3 or 4 of them. They work, dog. They work. I'm like, yeah. So does my dick.
Boy, how much opiates you smoking? Your dick don't get hard.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
opiates, fucking low T, or fucking drinking too much. That's what causes, you know, your
Whiskey wee wee.
the whiskey wee wee. Yup. Fucking
Never personally experienced it myself, but I know a few people that have, and
Dude.
it sounds so fucking embarrassing.
a
Nah,
bunch of heads.
Bro, if I have
Bunch of
experienced
heads.
it, I wasn't there. I wasn't conscious enough to remember, to be honest, bro. Because I don't think I've experienced it. I've gotten pretty fucking drunk before sex, but
Oh, I wouldn't know about the sex part, but I have
Oh.
seen you pretty fucking drunk.
I'd hope you wouldn't know about the
Award.
sex part, dog.
Dude, I've seen you fucking torn back.
Bro, I've gotten
You find
pretty
this
blown back.
buzz, return it to Ward.
Yeah.
And that's funny
Is
how
this
it's a buzz
Word?
too.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm the buzz.
You caught the buzz.
Are you word? In quotations.
You found the buzz, didn't
You
you?
found the buzz, didn't you?
So what we're gonna go play disc golf at next, or what? Santa?
Yo.
Should we actually? I kind of feel like we should start branching out. And now that me and Drew get the weekend off, you know, we can start hitting up, branching out and going to other parts of in New Mexico and going to parks we haven't, or even up to the bottom end of Colorado. You know, like how Alamosa has that 20-hole park.
That one would be tight.
Yeah, or how like Roswell has a park too, or like
It's gonna
you
be
know.
hotter than fuck down
Bro,
there.
yeah.
Not
no, I'm
not
not
right.
sure.
I'm not saying right now, bro. We're on our fucking couple week sabbatical, bro. Even when me and John went and we played 9 holes after work one day, I'm like, I'm tired, boss. He read my mind. He's like, you want to wrap it up soon? I was like, yeah, let's wrap it up now. Let's go. I'm tired. We worked, bro.
Dude, I'm still pissed. I lost my fucking favorite disc.
I'm pissed. I lost 4 discs at 1 hole.
Yeah,
Bro,
that
that's
hurts.
salty. That will add some salt to your game for
Yeah,
sure.
I
I
was.
need to go back and I need to go back with the weed whacker my goddamn self and find those discs.
That's if it's not in the river. Oh wait,
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah, yours is in the river,
yours
dog.
might either be
Probably
in the river or up in that
Up in the
tree.
trees, bro.
Yeah.
Your brother saw it a few times.
That's what he says. Dude, my brother was being an asshole. We were driving back when we were leaving to go to Seaport to go and eat or whatever. He's like, stop. I see your disc. I'm like, no, you don't, dude. Don't get my hopes up like that. And then he just starts laughing, dude, like a dick. I'm like, fucking guy. So on the way back too, when we're coming in or whatever, he's like, wait, there it is. And I was like, I'm not looking, dude. Fuck no. I don't want to hear it. I'm already mad.
It all deep roots back to how I lost my how I lost my disc, and you're like, there it is. I was like, really? You're like, nope.
Yeah, just kidding.
Yeah, you guys are the same for sure. You're a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, we are.
Shout out
I got
to
arms and legs
Filipinos.
too. I'm not just an asshole.
I have more anatomy to me, man. Come on.
But yeah, dude, fuck.
That's fucking hilarious, man.
What's been your favorite park to play so far? The few that we have hit.
I have like this deep passion for
Mine's too gray.
2 grade, bro. I have a deep passion for 2 grade. I like it a lot.
Your first is your favorite, as they say.
Mine was actually Arroyo Chamizal, and I do enjoy that place a lot as well.
Arroyo is one of my
fun,
favorites.
Hmm.
It's brutal in the summer though.
The short little bit we played in Dallas, that course was actually
That
pretty
one was
fire
really
too.
nice.
Bro,
The
I was
one-
actually really
the
happy
one we
about
actually
Texas.
finished in Dallas was tight too. The one that was the
Yeah.
full on grass.
That one was cool
grassy
too.
park.
Texas is like one of the bigger names too when it comes to disc golf parks. That's why I'm like,
So
I really
is
like.
up, so is up in the Midwest, like in Illinois, bro. They have like over 400 or 500 parks in that
Screw that,
small
bro.
state alone.
That wind is ass, though. I'm sure that wind is
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
terrible, god awful.
There's nothing holding it back. It's all flatland. Bro.
So is Texas, I guess, too, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna throw this disc over the mountains.
What
mountain?
What mountain?
Over that cornfield, maybe.
There was one that I played in Denver. What the fuck was it called? I'm gonna have to look it up. But that one was pretty nice. But the holes were very, very short.
The one in Colorado Springs that Jake told me to play was primo, dog.
Bro, in Colorado, I feel like Colorado is like a really good place to have like some courses
it's a
because
medium with the mountains. And
So-
the
medium with
grass.
the mountains.
So trip out on this. So there was I stopped at one of the disc shops, that Thought Space disc that I have with like the samurai print on it.
Mhm.
So I went to, dude, it was a kayak shop that I
Flight
fucking,
Green or something, right? Or
I don't even remember the name of the store, dude, but it was like a kayak shop, like outdoorsy shit or whatever, and they just happened to have a little rack of discs. And I started talking to the dude there or whatever. I forget his name. Fuck, I want to say it was Dave or something like that. And like
called Dennis.
a lot of people talk about him on the UDisc app or whatever.
No way.
If you're in Denver, check out this shop or whatever. Speak to so and so. So I was talking to this dude or whatever. He's like, yeah. He's like, there's this company, or whatever. And he's like, check out, like, these ones have some badass stamps. So that's the reason why I have these. I'm like, oh, that's pretty sick. But this guy, he actually is like the event planner for like tournaments and shit like that up there. Like he was telling me how he just had one recently with like Chris Clemens was there. Who the fuck else? A couple of other professionals. I only remember Chris Clemens because he's one of the few lefties. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so he was telling me, he was like, "Oh, well, where are you from?" or whatever. I was like, "Oh, I'm from New Mexico." I started showing him the courses I've played or whatever, and he's like, "Well, which way are you gonna be going down through?" And I told him I'm gonna be going down to 285 or whatever, and he gave me like a bunch of different courses through 285, but there was one that was actually on like a golf course or whatever. Like during the morning or whatever, people are there playing golf, but in the afternoon they put it into a disc golf course. But basically when you get done playing that, dude, you're gonna be playing like at least like on a regular course like 3 or 4 times basically, because of hole like 14 all the way up to 20, because that was a 20-hole course too. That they give you a fucking cart, dude, a cart all the way, because it's like there's
Got some distance.
there's one of the holes. One of the last holes is like 1,500 feet, 1,300
It's
feet.
literally probably
No
just like a
freaking way.
Yeah, dude, I was like, that's fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
some
Was that? I guarantee it's like a par 4.
probably.
Probably, but dude, yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. I was like, that's pretty sick though. Like to know that's there. You know what I mean?
I'd be down, bro. Distance shots. I love me some distance shots. I really do. I really like to try to launch the Avenger.
If
Not trying to hit nobody, but
if I can get my distance up, dude, like I'm sitting at like
250.
210 comfortably.
that's
you
right
know
there,
what I
dude.
mean?
Like I'm at 220, 230, man. I'm not that far away from you. You're
Yeah,
right there.
We're not no.
Yeah, we
We ain't
know
no
pros.
pros.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we ain't no
Yeah,
Gannon
no,
Bird
we ain't
out
even no
here.
fucking amateurs. We're
Yeah.
a bunch of novice.
Novice.
Yeah, a bunch of wrecks, but it's fun, dog. I'm not gonna lie.
It's addicting, man. It's one of those things that, like, when you get someone into it for the first time,
You see them go through those phases.
bro, they
Yeah.
start watching YouTube. They start
Buying
wanting to
their
go.
own
Hey, when you going
packs,
again?
yeah.
Like, let's go. Oh,
I bought my own pack. I saw them at Big Five, bro.
literally,
What's up?
man.
Yeah.
This guy's the one that got me started. He got me my first like little starter bag,
Dude, I think he's gotten everybody we know
Everyone.
fucking started.
Yeah, I've
spreading the
uh,
love,
yeah.
dog.
That's what Bill told me one time. I forgot when we went, and I'm like, "All right, how much do I owe you guys to play?" And he's
It's
like,
like, you're good. No, you bring us
"You're
good
good."
business.
Yeah, I was like,
That
"You
was
you've
the-
brought a lot of players over." I was like, "You can play for free today." I was like,
That place
"Fuck
is
yeah."
dope, man. Like, if you are gonna start someone off, Two Gray is a hell of a
It's
place
the
to do it,
perfect
bro.
place to play for
It is so good.
all
Los Alamos
skill
is really
levels.
nice because it's also short distance, but you're
I've
gonna
yet to
lose.
play that part.
You're gonna lose a disc, bro.
If you don't know,
You're
how
gonna
to-
launch,
If you don't know what
yeah.
you're doing, you're gonna.
You're
lose
launching
your
a
shit.
disc straight off of that cliff.
I played it the other day, and I think I played it even.
No way.
I played 9
That's when
holes,
I haven't
yeah.
played in a while. I'd be down, honestly,
I
bro. If
haven't
you guys
played
want to
it
go
in
play some
almost a
LA,
year.
I'm down to go play some LA. I haven't been up there in a minute.
We'd have to. Well, I mean,
'Cause I
I'd
haven't
be
played
down.
that.
Yeah, we'd have to play a couple rounds to make it worth our while.
Let's do
For
it.
sure. Just no Los Alamos. I mean, no White Rock.
But
No White Rock.
No White Rock.
I've been wanting
bro.
to go back to Jaguar too, just because of that last hole. What is it? It's like 600, 700 feet.
That fucking hole sucks.
That chorus, man, is.
a rough one. It's hard to play.
It's like Brent Baca, bro. It's
It's
really
fun
fun. It's
because of the
really fun.
distances.
Brand
But-
Baca's nice, but
They've
You
You
already.
got to do it in the right time of the
They've
year.
already.
man.
They've already set the regular and the far tees at Jaguar. So if you really want to shoot the far tees, the short tees, you'll be able to. It's not like there's not a full on pad.
yeah, the
but
last
they'll-
time we went there,
But
it
there's
was yeah.
there's indicators as to where you can shoot for.
Oh, fuck. Hey, my funny bone wasn't so
Get
fucking
you
funny.
on.
Yeah, but
Yeah, because the last time we played Jaguar was like that. Had both layouts.
and
It
it's
was-
been a while, so they might have already even put the T pads.
They were still working on it, yeah, man. Honestly,
That
Jaguar, I like the distance. I really like the distance, but those distance ones, man, especially like out here in New Mexico, we don't got shade, man.
It's all arroyo, baby.
It's all oil, man. Our biggest support
Or
with
up
that
a
is like,
fucking mountain, and shout out to fuck you, Sipapu. Actually,
Fuck you, see, Papa.
bro, I love Sipapu. I would literally hike all the way up to hole 18 just to launch it all the way down the hill and just play that hole alone. No lie, I would be satisfied with that.
Was that the last one? That
I'm pretty sure it's the last
Why-
one.
I said we should-
18
no.
is the one that ends up right by the brink of the river.
Where's the
You shoot from up
Where's
there.
that one hole where we hiked in the fuck up there?
And then you launch straight down the hill. Isn't that
Yeah, and
18?
there's a-
That's 18 or 17?
No.
It's like 16 or something like
Is it?
that.
Well, that hole.
It's the back 9 for sure.
I would go do that hole
Are you
alone.
Check
talking
my-
about the one that's in between the?
You're all the way at the
brink?
top, dude, and you just launch your disc
At the very
straight
top.
When
down.
the fuck did we go and play that? Was it 2021?
21. It had to be.
Let
When
me
it was
check
me,
it
you,
out.
and Ryan. And
No,
Jake, or with
because
this guy.
it was us three.
Then it was
'cause-
22.
Yeah, it
last
was us
year.
three.
Let's
Because
see.
21 was when me, you, and Ryan and Jake played. Because I was still drinking.
Yeah, because that was my.
shit-faced.
that
Yeah,
was the
you
first
weren't
time.
drinking that day. I don't know.
I haven't been drinking in 2 years. Probably the entire time you've been playing disc golf, I haven't been.
That's
drinking.
true. That's right. That's right.
Let's see.
Yeah, bro.
Check
I
it
probably
out.
had that video somewhere too, but it's gone. Actually, I probably don't have that video because I don't ever.
I think
Again, I'm
it's
never on my phone.
something-
I never post anything.
Well, I have the map.
There it is.
I have the physical map.
It's hole
18.
It is 18.
It is 18.
Okay.
I thought so.
Par
Well, you
3.
said it's all the way at the tip top, so I'm thinking at the very top of the fucking Sipa mountain.
It is.
It
It
is.
is about. You're like during ski.
I think you're like
ski
on your
season.
way down from like hole 16. I think is when
Yeah,
you
'cause
start coming back
that
down.
hole that I'm thinking of, it's the one that's right.
So
at the,
Sipa is 20 holes then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
hole I'm thinking is it's at the
He-
top of a hill, and it's like at the end of all the trees, and you shoot down, and then the basket is at the end. You know, like
Of the
right
tree line.
yeah, right at the end of the tree line, or hidden
But like
behind
those
some
hay,
trees.
not the hay, but like
It's hidden behind
yeah.
some trees, and then the river is right there.
Mm.
That's probably like hole
Yeah,
20
hole
or
18 is
something.
what I would go to Sepah for. Like, no lie, bro. Because hiking up there would be beautiful. Have take a couple stops, drink some water,
We
have a
can go
snack,
eat
smoke
one
breaks.
day, and you
Look
can
at
go
that.
play it yourself while we have lunch.
Hell to the no.
He drew.
Bro, that lady was such a hottie. Oh, yeah, I could see how stiff I look when I dance, though.
I mean, it's
Yeah, it just takes more practice, though.
Everybody, you're always your biggest critic.
Yeah. Every time you watch yourself, you're going to be, oh, damn, I could be doing that better. I could be doing that better.
Yeah, like when I'm doing like their whiskey reviews and shit, and I'm doing the editing for them, I'm like, damn, this fucking sucks. I'm horrible. You know what I mean? It's easy to fucking talk with two other people. You have fucking conversation to bounce back off of. You know what I mean? But when it's by yourself, it's like, fuck.
You're like constantly watching yourself or like checking yourself or like feeling like that. Like you say,
I'm trying to flow like fluently, get my speech fluently. You know what I mean? And it's just fucking hard because I don't have somebody there to bounce back off of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And things like that too are like, for me anyway, I think that when you're doing things solo, not only being your biggest critic makes you so hard on yourself, but because you're dealing with like all the equipment, it's the same concept. Oh, you know what? The camera angle could be better. Oh, the lighting could be different. Oh, like an angle is different. It's like not just like the actual content that you're creating, but like the atmosphere that you're providing too. It's like, at least with this, it's like, dang, how's that look? Fuck it.
Yeah, straight up, dude. Because like, yeah, when I'm doing it by myself, it's like, fuck, dude. Like, I'm not gonna say it stresses me out, but it's like, it's tedious, basically. You know
It's
what
tedious. Yeah, no, it becomes like, it goes from like having fun with it, like trying something new, to
knowing I could do better.
knowing you could do better, like turning it into like
It's
a
like
competition against yourself, basically.
yeah, because it's like with photography, dude. Like, you know, I'm always chasing the perfect shot, even though I know damn well the perfect shot doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Because I'm always gonna want to up that. Like, that's the thing too. Same with like when we're doing like the videography and all that. I'm like, fuck, I could be doing way better, way fucking better. But it's just, you know, you gotta learn shortcuts and, you know, just shit like that, basically.
That's why I want to get into a little bit of editing myself, because I'm actually going to be buying a camera from a coworker. And actually, I did buy the camera already. She just needs to bring me the battery and I'll take it home. But because I'm always going out on cruises, man, I'm always going out in like the mountains. And I think there's like a lot of beautiful shots out there that I miss because I don't have a camera with me, like a decent one. Like, I don't spend too much money on my phone, man. Like, I don't care. I don't spend any time on it. So the camera's never like the best. So I want to actually get me like an okay camera. I'm getting me like a $600 or sorry, 500 or something like that. 500 and something dollar camera for $300. And I'm like, that's all I need. I'm just going to go out there, take a few pictures, and then maybe download some like editing software just to like add some lighting or like something to like the photos. Mess with it just to see like what I can do.
So Adobe Lightroom, it's actually free on the phone. And then if you're getting it like on a PC or computer, that's the one you got to pay for. And it's badass. But the one you can download it in like the, what is it, Google Play Store for Android. You can download it in that. And
yeah, I'll be doing it on my PC.
Have it. If you're gonna be doing it on PC, then I recommend buying it, like buying the actual software. It's a monthly subscription, dude. There's different price plans. There's a $7.99 one, there's a $9.99 one, and like a $15.99 one. But you get to pick like which applications you're gonna be running. You know what I mean? Just run with Lightroom, basically.
All right, bet. Yeah, because like I said, I just want to like mess with it a bit, because like you're never gonna find like the perfect picture, but if I can like tweak with something in a picture to like make me a little bit more happy about it, then maybe I'll even start posting, because I never post anything on my social media.
I could put you on some free game, dude. Fucking Instagram has like when you go to edit like all the filters and shit like that, if you can do like color correction with even fucking Instagram, dude. Like I know some people that get by with that. Like just being, I don't want to say a cheapskate, but you know, I mean, I don't like spending more money than what I have to either.
Bro, if you can make money doing less work, you're successful.
Yeah, isn't it one of the presidents that say, give it to a lazy person, they'll find the easiest way to do it, or something along those lines?
Roosevelt, I believe it was, or Jackson, actually. It might have been Jackson, said, yeah, exactly. Yeah, give a job to a lazy man, because then he'll find an easier way to do it.
Yo, that's what you gotta tell them girls too. Hey, what's up, baby? Let me see some action for this Jackson.
Some action for this Jackson.
Let him know.
Shout out to that cougar at DB.
Dude.
La tia.
That
Tia.
it was snagging season.
That
She was ready to
auntie,
take you
yeah.
back and give you some of that Orno bread.
That Orno bread. That Orno porno.
That blue Orno bread.
So what other concerts you got lined up?
I have Mudvayne tomorrow.
Mudvayne, what the hell?
You going or what, Drew? Get your ticket, dog. Well, no, you get out at 6. The show starts at 5:30.
Nah, Mudvayne ain't my style, but I mean, not that they're bad. I like them. Well,
So-
not really, but I just don't listen to them.
We're gonna hit Parkway Drive and fucking Amity Affliction.
You said it's on a Saturday. That's
Yeah, September 30th.
Yeah, I'm just like on a 3-week wait until I get paid. So I'm. fucking
Speaking of
right now.
an actual hot topic, I feel like we really should talk about what's our next out-of-state trip.
So it's already the end. My bad.
No, you're good. Go for it.
So it's already the end of the year, so we really can't plan one for this year. As much as it's August, but you know, it's at least a 6-monther to plan out. You know.
At least, yeah.
Take some time, some money.
And
Definitely.
I already have Suicide Boys planned for
You're going to Denver
October.
for that, isn't it?
Yeah, Red Rocks.
But
We're gonna see We're gonna see 2 or 3 days before in Albuquerque, and then we're gonna drive up to Denver and see them on the 30th. That's
devotion
dog.
over here.
Devoted, bro. Yeah. Like,
Last year I was supposed to go see them because I bought ticket to see them at Red Rocks, but then my car was giving me issues, so it was gonna cost me more to fix the car, and so I was like, it's more important for me to have a working vehicle than me trying to kill myself driving to fucking Denver to see Suicide Boys. So sold the ticket.
You're about to be a suicide.
Yeah, legit. So I sold the ticket, canceled the B&B, and then I just fixed the car instead. Had to get new tires, had to get it aligned, I had to get all 4 tires and get my car aligned, and that immediately sets you back nearly $1,000.
Yeah.
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 If
So-
not $1,000.
So what the fuck made you pick Texas for the Red Hot Chili Peppers one? Let's get into that.
Oh.
Should we get into that?
Just small, not
All
all,
right,
not all
all
of
right,
them.
all right. So, I think the main thing for me was the Strokes. I wanted to make sure that we could see the
The
Strokes.
Strokes were in every stop though, but the reason
Were they? I
yeah.
thought.
No, the reason why we chose them because I gave us the choice of either Vegas or Dallas because I thought Tiger, what was it, Thundercat was gonna be better.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger
I
Woods.
thought Thundercat was gonna be better than he actually was, so I'm like, I don't want to see this girl I don't even know. So
The
let's
guy.
see. It was a girl, I believe.
No, Thundercats.
Thundercat?
and
Cat?
No, in Denver. In Denver,
oh.
Denver was a chick.
Uh,
Was opening up. I was like, I don't want to see a girl I don't even know, so we're not going to Denver. So you guys either pick Vegas or Dallas. And Drew's like, well, we can go to Dallas.
Let's go to Dallas.
I mean, Dallas was a win-win. I mean, my sister was out there, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it was a city I hadn't been to.
I personally didn't like it.
I didn't
did.
like it. No, I'm not going back.
Yeah,
I'm not going back. I
I'm
didn't
not
mind
gonna
Texas as a state, like maybe like some like the small town, like
Mm-hmm.
outskirt towns or areas or whatever I could enjoy.
He
But
could smell the Cowboys fans from a mile away. Couldn't stand
bro,
it.
I live with one of the biggest
Yeah.
Cowboys fans, man.
No, I
Like-
know.
Yeah, it was
Just
just like when we were in line and they were giving us the Cowboys score. I was all
Yeah, they were
boo,
playing-
boo.
Boo. I was like,
I'm
man,
like, oh,
we're gonna
boy,
get
we're
it.
gonna
We're
get-
have to get
Y'all
in the
remember when
fight.
that dude fucking fell on his head in line?
Dude, yeah,
Yeah, that was wild.
cool. I
Yeah,
think,
that was
Like
wild.
you heard that shit knock.
well,
Yeah,
one,
it
he
was
was
pure
fucking
concrete.
drunk as
Yeah.
shit, probably.
I thought he was on something else too, bro. I'm
Maybe.
It was
pretty-
hotter than hell.
It's
He was
hot, yeah. So if
probably
you coming from like
dehydrated, yeah.
not Texas or not the desert, yeah, you in trouble there.
That humidity was rough, dude. Like when we walked to the grocery store the next day, that Friday that we got there, because when these guys were still making memes, dude, we come back and fucking,
nasty.
dude, it looked like I fucking jumped in the shower with my clothes on, dude. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Even just being out at like 4 a.m. on the porch smoking and shit.
Oh
it
yeah,
was
it's
rough.
brutal. Yeah,
I
like
hated it.
actually, I didn't like the weather, dude, but Dallas it was nice, different. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sure, yeah. Like if we would have gone in the winter, it would have been a different story.
I'm not a city boy. That's my biggest thing, bro. It's like, you know,
For
being in the
sure.
city, seeing it is nice, man. I hate driving in the city.
You're either a city boy, you're not.
Yeah, man, I'm
You're
just
you're a
not,
country
bro.
Boy, hick.
I'm not. I will say I'm not
Back there.
definitely not no country boy, but I I'd rather spend my time out in the mountains for sure than
He's like
than
Santa
at
Fe
a street
is
light.
my limit as far as a big city's
Yeah,
concerned.
Burke is
That's
that's
pushing it.
that's the
Burke,
biggest. You know, Burke.
Little Khalifa.
I don't know, man. That's one thing I've never heard anyone refer to it as like the Duke. You ever think like anyone's like, oh yeah, let's go to Albuquerque, New Mexico? Well, they probably don't even
Albuquerque.
say
now
Albuquerque, yeah.
people do because of Breaking Bad and because
Yeah,
of all the
now
other
it's like
stuff.
definitely like
And
a big name on the
The
map.
Netflix
all the
studios,
white
Netflix,
people have
yeah.
colonized our poor little state now.
gentrified. Yeah,
gentrified it.
It happens everywhere, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can get into a bad neighborhood, you buy cheap, and fucking all of a sudden.
Yeah,
you
the
start
thing is,
building
though,
better
is
stuff.
land was never cheap here.
No, it's never been
fucking cheap,
Dude.
Yeah, now it's a quarter mil,
fucking
half a mil for.
For the price of a house that you can get in Santa Fe, dude. If you go
Yeah.
to like fucking
could go to
Texas, for instance,
Exactly.
Or
You
even
get a
to
fucking
Illinois, you can get a
mansion.
mansion.
I almost
for
moved
sure.
out there, bro, because I was convinced. Well, so for many reasons, but I almost moved out to Texas because I had a homegirl out there. She was like, "Oh yeah, let's go get like a 2-story house, like 3 bedrooms, like whatever, for X amount." I'm like, for X amount? I'm like, what the hell do you mean,
Yeah.
bro? I'm
Well,
like, for that same amount, that's like rent here.
Mhm.
The market has inflated quite a bit recently.
My mom was
It's
saying like now is
everywhere.
the worst time to get a house.
That's everywhere. Because back in the day, you could get a really nice house out in Illinois for like 40 grand.
Yeah.
Now it's like 80, 90, and you're looking at some fixer uppers. You know.
But imagine, dude, that's the price
Once
of
it
a fucking
crashes,
mobile
yeah.
home out here now. You know what I mean?
And yeah, dude, there's a house up
grand
the
for, like, a
road
little-
here in Chamita, and it's a complete mess. You got to remodel that whole shit, and they want a quarter or a half a mil for it. Just
That's
for the
it,
land,
bro.
yeah.
A lot of things here in New
all
Mexico,
real
though,
estate,
bro,
baby.
it's like-
it's all inherited land.
Mhm, exactly.
Everyone
exactly.
here is inheriting land from inheriting land from inheriting.
Like, remember
land.
those fools who I showed you out there in going in Hopewell? That guy who has his own little pond next to his house.
Yeah, that was a
That's all
badass
inherited.
little joint.
You bet just he don't pay no taxes on that shit, probably, bro. He just lived out there forever, man. He just out there. He
Little
probably does
summer
pay
home.
taxes, but
I would hope so for,
Yeah.
for his case.
for his case, but
So, what about our next trip? Where should we go?
Yeah, we would need to plan it out.
I ain't never been to Vegas.
Me neither.
I'm gonna be honest.
Vegas is tight,
I like
but
Vegas.
it would have to be a winter trip. I'm not going to Vegas in the fucking summer. You got
Yeah.
me fucked up.
That's
Driving-
one thing everybody tells
I've
me.
been to Vegas in the summer once. Worst mistake of my life. Don't go. Never again. So if we're going, it has to be around turkey time or like February, the latest.
So, what about some other options?
Yeah. What are other options?
Low key, I wouldn't mind checking out fucking like Tennessee. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yo, I was
that'd
gonna
be
say, man, I
cool.
would like a hick town, bro. I'd like Tennessee.
I wouldn't
actually-
want to go to Florida. It's too crazy, man. There's too much. fucking
Get
wild
bit by the
shit.
alligator man
Yeah.
or what?
Yeah.
Get bit by the
That's a combination of some real Florida shit.
Yeah.
Dog, for real.
Dude, didn't you ever see that trend going on? It was like Google your birthday of whatever year and see what topic is happening in Florida,
yeah.
and it's always some
Some wild
ridiculous ass
man.
shit, dude.
Florida's its own breed. So
They
I
are
will
the
not
police
step-
blotter of the U.S.
I will not. Yeah, I will not step foot in Florida.
Yeah, because like low key, I would probably like want to check out like either Memphis, Tennessee, or Knoxville. I low key want to go
Memphis, you wild dog.
to
Memphis is pretty-
Memphis would be
ain't
tight.
that bad.
I mean that every metropolitan city is gonna have
It's
the
gonna
bad.
its bad section.
But you're
just
always
like
gonna hear about the
Chicago's,
bad before you hear
yeah.
the good. You know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
just with everywhere you go, regardless.
There's some places that it's just all bad.
Like low key too. Like I'd probably want to check out like Portland, Oregon for shits and giggles.
Portland would be cool, but it's very expensive because it's just hipster central. It's been hipster central for like 30 years.
Well,
bro.
California's expensive, so is
Yeah.
Texas. Fuck any,
But like,
any metropolitan
Mhm.
city we pick, regardless.
Bro, honestly, I would like to go like some like I don't know, maybe even like it's maybe like out there, bro. But Montana, maybe. Like
what
I would like. I
How
know.
are we
I
gonna
know.
see in Montana,
Mountains,
boy?
bro. I'm just one of those man.
Mountains,
It's like,
bro.
you gotta go out
He's
there,
like-
bro. No,
Yeah.
that's all you gotta do.
Even at that, we could even just go to Utah, where
I
fucking
think
Staley
the main
was
important
at.
thing is, I guess, we got to see like what shows
Yeah,
that we're
we
gonna
have
be
to
looking at.
see
Because if we're
what
going like
big
far out
event,
there, man,
yeah.
I'd like to do like a festival,
That's
bro. Like I
exactly
want to
what
do
I'm
like a
saying.
multi-day thing.
It's gotta
Yeah.
be, dude.
And
We
that's
did
the hard
Chili
thing is trying to
Peppers.
get something that caters all three of our tastes, because like we
I'm a
can
rocker
find
fool.
we can
I'm a
find
rocker
equal ground, but then he doesn't like what we would like.
Yeah.
Or if
definitely.
it comes down to rap, we
Let's find
like
a-
we can find something that we like, but he won't like.
I've been getting kind of like more into like the rap scene a little bit. Well,
You're not
I
gonna like his rap, bro.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't
You're
like
not
your rap.
gonna-
No, I don't like your
Yeah.
rap. But
Don't worry, I don't like your rap much either.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, that's exactly
there's
what I'm
mutual
saying.
ground.
Exactly.
You listen to like a lot of meme fucking rap, and my shit's like,
Yeah, I guess.
my
Shoot
shit's
you in
like,
the face,
yeah,
rob you.
yeah.
Because even if you
Some
would
of
go
my
to
stuff's like
something
that,
like
kinda.
Rolling Loud or something like that, there would probably be rare acts that
Let's
you
find
would
one of those
probably
like
even
Tech Nine and
like
Slipknot going together kind of thing.
that.
yeah, it's fucking like a rare occurrence, but I mean they happen.
Not really. I thought I've heard of it pretty commonly.
Tech Nine's
Dude,
on
Jake-
tour, going to be on tour with Hollywood Undead.
That fucker's always on
Yeah.
tour, bro.
He took a good couple years off, actually, dog, because he hadn't
Couple
been
years.
in Mexico in a couple of years.
Hollywood
But-
Undead is actually someone I would like get down to see, bro. That's a band I would like to like get down with. But
Yeah.
Dude, they remind
Honestly-
me of fucking Jersey Shore, bro. But I would want to check
They-
them
they-
out too.
yeah.
in all honesty, man, I wouldn't care where we go. I'd just be down for like the trip. I'd be there for the experience at that point, bro. So
Yeah.
You just
'Cause-
know I want me some disc golf, some good food, and some good weed. Weed has to be legal wherever we're going, by the way.
that has to be a thing
a-
because
that has
Texas
to-
was.
I'm not going to no zero tolerance state going to jail for the rest of my life for a cartridge, dog. Fuck that.
I know when we were standing in line and you were all, should I take it? I'm like,
No.
Nah, yeah.
And then all
I
of a
was
sudden
like,
the
I'm
canine unit shows up
yeah,
on
I was
our
like, I'm
ass.
glad I didn't take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going. There's like what 20, 15 different states that have legal weed. We're going to a legal weed state, man.
Bro,
Okay,
how's
bro.
Arizona? How Arizona legalized it before like a lot of states, man? They were like a bunch.
before
Of,
us.
Dude,
They were
Arizona
before
used
us
to be
by 2
strict,
years, yeah.
dude. You get caught with a roach while you're doing
You're
like
going-
15 years.
At least, yeah.
that shit was, bro, man. That didn't make no sense to me. It's like, I'm happy they
saw
did
the
neighboring
dollar
state and
bill,
all.
yeah, dog.
Yeah, honestly, because
Mhm.
what didn't one of like the dispensaries out in Albuquerque get in trouble for like buying from Arizona, or was it like it's a different state?
I don't know. There's certain
Oh.
regulations where you're allowed.
You can
to.
only because they can only buy from the growers here in New Mexico. But there was a dispensary
There's
I guess
certain-
recently that got shut down because they were like, I thought it was Arizona, it might have been
There's
California.
certain cases
or
where
something.
you can, like when weed was first legalized in Vegas, they fucking sold that state dry that they had to get truckloads sent from California just to keep up with the demand.
See, and I think
Well,
that's
There's certain cases.
Fucking Los Angeles is what, like 3-4 hour drive to Vegas. So
About-
I-
maybe even less.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because Dom's.
but I feel like that's different per state though. That kind of law like
Uh-huh.
varies per state.
probably true too.
That's-
Every that's why it's legal in certain states.
That's
and
why the
not
way like
other.
Colorado, I like the way the Colorado's dispensaries have their thing going on. I really don't like the way that a lot of the dispensaries here in New Mexico have their thing
They've
going
been
on.
going down for over a decade now.
give
too,
it,
though,
yeah,
you know
give
what
it
I'm
a few
saying?
years, bro. I mean, shit's gotta
Give us
work its
five,
kinks
yeah,
out.
give us 5 more years and weed will.
And you got an investment, yeah, because they put in a lot of money to start their business, so it's going to take a while for that money to come back and then dump it into something better.
They
But
made God knows how many million the first day.
Mm-hmm.
The legal state sales went live. You know.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
for
when
sure.
that's when you'll notice like which dispensaries or which growers are like willing to actually up the business from there, because the ones who stayed the same after that.
Yeah, and then there's
What the
some that
hell?
have just completely gone downhill or just haven't. Like I personally, you like Bisdays? I think their weed is trash.
The ones on Airport Road are pretty good. The only reason I
Buenas
go to
Minola
Best
is
Days
ass.
is for quantity. No lie, the quality's.
Mm.
I mean, I had quit smoking there for like 3 months, so it's not like my tolerance was anything to be like.
Ultras was pretty trash too. I remember buying an eighth there and I'm like, damn, bro, this is like some shit that I would grow at home. What the fuck did I spend $40 on?
See, and that was something I was complaining
Oh,
about
you're-
because
I was
I
pissed.
used
Yeah.
to, Best Days used to have like this ready to roll ounce. It was an ounce.
They still do it.
No, they don't. They do it differently. now.
Only for medical patients.
No, well,
Yes.
oh, well,
I
the whole
asked them.
ounce, that thing.
Yeah, the whole ounce is only for
Oh.
medical patients now because I asked them
Yeah.
before. They're like, yeah, that's only for medical patients. I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah. I don't
Now,
know how,
what
I don't
bugs
know
me
how
is-
you got them before.
I would
that,
just literally
yeah.
walk in and be like, "Hey, you got those ready to roll ounces? Yeah, here you go, $100. Thanks. $100 for the whole ounce."
It was
Now-
essentially shake too, you know. So.
Well, that's what I asked him. No, it wasn't actually shake because that's what what
That's
I had
what they
originally
tell you,
thought. I mean,
bro.
yeah,
That's what
definitely,
they
but you
tell
can
you.
sell the difference between shake and actually ground up weed.
I can sell you piss in a bottle and tell you it's fucking
Gatorade?
elixir. You know what I'm saying?
Elixir.
Yeah, it's an
It's
elixir
Budweiser.
that will kill you. They will
Well, that's
kill
what-
your cancer.
Well, that's what pre-rolls are to begin
Yeah.
with anyways. It's a bunch
It's all
of shake,
shake,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
They're
See-
selling you shake, boy. They're just telling you.
There's a
that
reason
this
why
is-
it's ready
But even
to
at
roll.
that though,
Exactly. exactly.
But even at that though,
yeah,
like
it's whatever.
like I said, I wasn't there for like so much for like the quality
It was just the quantity.
of the quantity. I was getting a whole ounce for $100 that would last me till either next paycheck or a little bit further. And now they do the same thing, but it's a half ounce for $90. So for $10 less, I'm getting half of what I used to get.
Damn.
Yeah, and I told them like that seems like a huge like terrible business move, huh? And they're like,
Nah,
"Oh, you can go
they're
on to the
making more
website."
money, bro. They're making
Yeah,
more
that's what I
money
told them. I'm
for
like, it seems like if a lot of people are doing that, I'm like, I still do it because again, no other place is gonna offer me that much amount of weed for that little.
See, and I smoked a little bit when it became recreational here in New Mexico too, and I stopped at Southwest, and they actually had some pretty decent bud. And
they do have some pretty good weed. Yeah,
yeah, and
I've heard. I've never gone over there. I should probably just start going over there, honestly. But
check 'em out.
again, it's the amount that I can get for.
Yeah.
Because that's what
But
I'm
then
looking
again,
at.
there's also quality. The same thing, quality over quantity.
Yeah,
you know?
and Southwest is tight, dude, because they have like a big old menu. They have a lot more like products and stuff. You know what I mean? Because it was them and Ultra Health. Ultra Health is like the OG fucking dispensary in the
Yeah, that's why.
Espanola.
That's why I'm completely fucking dumbfounded that weed is just like your grandpa grew it or something.
It's because their carts, dude. Their carts is what's keeping them alive.
Their carts.
Yeah,
They're very cheap carts, huh?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's good stuff too.
It's not bad. Yeah, actually, I have one.
'em out.
Oh crap! I don't even know if I have it with me. It's probably in my truck, but I have one with me, and it's actually not bad, man. They had some like really, really good flavors that I like, but it's one of those things. I really want to go back up to Colorado, but now it's just I'm not even sure if it's even worth the drive up.
I went for my.
Sometimes it is.
Yeah, I went the other day before my family came in. I was like, I'm gonna go up, and buy a good amount, so I don't have to buy for like the week or so that they're gonna be here. And I ended up buying 2 cartridges. One of them being the Aero Pro, and it even was like a live resin one. That one ended up sending me back nearly $60. But I bought one of those. I bought a cookies cart. I bought an eighth of weed, and I bought a gram of wax, and all that was $200.
See, and that's what I mean.
Those are worth it though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you go to Espanola, you buy 2 carts. That's like $1.40.
Easy.
Easy.
A half gram carts at that.
They're full grams now, but yeah. And then like the eighth of weed is gonna probably be like what, $60-$80. The gram of wax is gonna be like $70 when I got it for 18 over there. You know, like it's,
See, and I used to drive up there and I used to get my ounces of good quality weed that I can actually go in there and look at and see which one I wanted. Smell it, take a look at it. And I would be able to get a full ounce, a really good one for 180. But if I was just up there just to grab one, like maybe like 150, they had like a deal up there of 150 ounces. And that stuff was still really good. And now over here, I can pay 180 for those half ounces, and that weed isn't, like you guys said, it's like nowhere near as good. Yeah, it gets me high because, like I say, my tolerance had gone down after those 3 months that I quit. So it's like not like I need like an insane amount of weed to get high, but it's like for me, there's just it has to be a problem. Like someone has to see that as like a problem.
No, it's also dime a dozen, bro. Look how many. There's more dispensaries than there is grocery stores and banks.
Bro, they opened up more
in
dispensaries in Espanola than they did restaurants in a matter of like a year.
There's what, 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah,
right
there's
now?
more dispensaries than there is banks and fucking grocery stores.
Yeah.
More gas stations.
And the banks are still real iffy about fucking taking deposit from them. You know what I mean? So these fucking dispensaries have fucking who knows how much cash there in that building particularly.
Why that doesn't make sense? Because I worked at the bank, man, and
it's still federally illegal. I had a friend that worked at the Best Days, and she was like one of the managers there, and it was kind of hard for them to get their cash deposited into a bank account just due to the fact that it's, I guess, drug money in a sense, and it's also still federally illegal. It's not federally recreational yet.
And it has to be deposited.
At that point, why wouldn't they just stick to a local like credit union or a local bank that's only
all the credit
based in
unions,
their
all of them, they're all
states?
funded by Federal Reserve, so they're all owned federally.
What is it, the FDCI, or what is it, the insurance?
The FDIC, I think.
Yeah, something
FDIC,
like that.
Yeah, the federal. Yeah, I don't know. I used to know all that crap, but that's like one of those things though. It doesn't make sense though because it's a private business. Like, yeah, I get it's federally illegal, but I guess if you just you can't put it under a private name. I guess it has to go deposit under a business account.
Yeah, Southwest LLC or some shit. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Open a business in your daughter's name and fucking funnel
People
the
do that,
weed
bro.
money?
That's how you become a celebrity, man.
Yeah.
You literally open up a business account under your name, under some, Grym. You open up a big account to Grym, a business account, and everything that you do it under Grym, and it's non-taxable.
Tight.
It's something like that. It's like some
We're gonna have to look into that.
yeah. Honestly, bro, there's like things like that people like don't realize. Like there's like things like you look into like your county's like taxes thing, and like you'll see like the people who haven't paid taxes on their houses, and if you pay the taxes that they're missing, then they now owe you that money, and if they don't pay you back within a certain amount of time, you own their house.
Yeah, isn't it like 7 years or some shit like that?
I think it's only like a year. I think it depends on every state. It's different in every state.
Because I know here for New Mexico, because I had on my mom's side of the family, they had a piece of property. Nobody paid taxes on it for 7 years, and then it ended up getting auctioned for like pretty dirt cheap too. I thought.
Same thing for squatters, bro. Like if you're in a house that hasn't been declared like condemned or like something like that, and you're a squatter, you're just living in there like a homeless person for like X amount of time, depending on your state, you now own the house.
That's fucking ridiculous.
That's why squatters are an issue, bro. Is like if you're not at your house and there's people like in your house, they can take your house from you legally. That's why squatters are an issue. That's why they're called squatters. That's why they have a name.
Shout out to Tyler, the creator. What was it? Loiter Squad.
Loiter Squad, bro.
But so should we call it right there?
Yeah, let's call it there.
But well, it's been fun doing this with you, fucking bastards.
Hell yeah, bro! Can't wait to do it again.
Next week, same time,
Next
same
week.
place.
Well, next Wednesday maybe we're gonna start doing it on Wednesdays. You said
He's gonna
we'll
record
drop it on
and
Wednesdays.
drop it on Wednesdays.
We could probably record like on Sunday.
Sundays after
Yeah.
disc golf.
Yeah, hell yeah. Get a good game in.
Yeah, come
Get some
back,
sweat.
shoot the shit. You know what I mean?
Shoot some discs, shoot some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Bet.
yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Catch you next time. Peace.
Dose.